and I almost saved over my X playthrough, but I think I'm going to save on a separate save file. And this cutscene again, which is actually the only one that's in both campaigns.
Brave soldiers of Repliforce, we have all been wrongfully judged as mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creators. This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
I too share the general sentiment. Take heed, we have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride, without fear, for we are the Repliforce.
The most powerful army in history!
So, I gotta question Colonel's accent. Like, is it Australian? Japanese? My friend says he hears South African in there, too. I don't really get it.
The General has finally taken action. And now, my Maverick Hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
Iris, what are you doing here? My brother Colonel started the coup. I know. Please don't fight against him. This must be some kind of mistake. They've occupied several cities already. As a hunter, I must stop them. Zero. I must go now. Anyways, the level descriptions are the same as in X's campaign, from what I'm aware, so I'm not going to read these off again. If you really want to see what these level descriptions were, go watch the second part of my X playthrough. Now, we're actually going to do Magma Dragoon first. Also, I'm not going to read these off again because, again, I did that in my X playthrough, which... I mean, considering the way the playlist is laid out, these will be under the X playthrough videos, so... Because, of course, like all my Let's Plays, I'm recording this in advance, so by the time this uploads, I'll already have recorded pretty much everything else, so... Anyways, why am I doing Magma Dragoons level first, even though in the other campaign I saved it for the halfway point? Well, it's because, I want to try to reduce backtracking as much as possible in this playthrough, and doing Dragoons level first helps with that, because it means that we can get the Heart Tank in Web Spider's level without having to backtrack, which is what I had to do when I was playing X. And I'd like to reduce backtracking as much as possible in this campaign, so we're going to do that. Anyway, Zero thankfully doesn't have to worry about X's armor capsule, so you don't have to worry about grabbing those. And Zero doesn't really get an armor for himself. Well, he technically does with the black armor, but you have to use a cheat code to unlock that, and I'm going to be frankly honest, I don't know what the code is. Ow. Also, in this particular game, the black armor doesn't actually do anything. It's just cosmetic. So... However, the Heart Tank is actually still up there, and if I remember correctly, you don't need to get any upgrades to get it. Yeah, you can just barely make it. Because, with one exception, none of the upgrades that both X and Zero can get move at all. The exception being Cyber Peacock stage, where some of the upgrades have been moved around, but... Other than that, the upgrades are all in the same place. So if you know where they were with X, then you'll be able to find them with Zero. And you're going to want to collect those Heart Tanks with Zero because of how squishy Zero is. Anyways, getting up to the Dragoon fight. There he is. Zero, it's really you. Why did you betray us? Answer me, Dragoon! I have no answer for you, my friend. Dragoon! It's weird his responses are less angry towards Zero. Did Dragoon and Zero have some kind of history that I'm not aware of in lore? Because, I don't know, in universe, as far as I'm aware with the lore of the X series, I don't know, maybe it's something that was in the manual but not present in the actual game itself, because X4 has quite a number of little details that will only make sense if you read the manual. Anyways, we can charge up for a charge strike, and got him. Oh, that was very cinematic, going right through him like that. It's like a fucking samurai battle. Nice. I didn't intend for it to look like that, but... I wanted to defeat you. Then he appeared. He? Who? He told me he'd give me the power only if I worked for Repliforce. What? I couldn't refuse the offer. Sorry, Zero. Dragoon! Again, why are we sympathizing for this literal domestic terrorist? Up plus the special attack button on the ground. Powerful attack that burns enemies with flames. Some objects may be burned with it.